Hey everybody, welcome back. If you're new, my name is Katie. Welcome to TheFreshFam. Today I'm going to go over my current faves and nays, and I have quite a lot of faves to share with you, and I have quite a lot of nays too, which I don't like because that means I've spent my money on products that are not that great. I'm feeling that this is going to be a pretty long video, so I'm just going to go on with it. The first favorite though that I want to mention, I have been loving everyone's how I did my makeup in high school video. I think it's so cool. I think it's so funny. I would love to do a video like that, but I did not wear makeup in high school. I started wearing makeup senior year of college, which was like in 2012, so it really wasn't that long ago. So it's just a lot of fun watching everyone show how they did their makeup in high school. Some people, it's just so different from what it is now and what we do now. Do you think in like 20 years we'll go back and look at how we all do our makeup now and be like, what were we thinking? I don't know, it's so funny. But anyway, thank you to everybody who's posting that type of video. I'm really liking them. Anyway, makeup, what should I start off with? I don't know. Okay, so let's start off with this little baby right here, Modern Renaissance palette. By the way, I will have little demo clips of most of these products in action. So I have been in between the Lorac Pro 3 and the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia. I have been going back and forth. I use these palettes for work. I use them to go out. I like the Modern Renaissance palette because there's a lot of like light neutrals that I could wear to work, and there's like these berries, dark burgundy reds, this burnt orange. I love it. This is going to be a perfect fall palette. Anastasia shadows, they aren't the easiest to blend out, but they're not bad either. I think they're pretty good. And the shadows are just pretty good quality. The only thing that I kind of like, don't like, sometimes it can be hard to blend. The Lorac Pro 3, I feel like a lot of people think it's very similar to the Naked 3, but now that I've used it for a good amount of time, they're not really that similar, but I really like this shade right here, which is dark mocha. I like putting it, if I'm wearing it to work, in the outer V in the crease. Just for everyday shades though, I'll take Almond Pearl, put it all over the lid, and then use these colors up here as like transition crease colors, and it just looks so beautiful. That's when I want to do like a cooler toned look, and then when I want to do a warmer tone look, I'll use the Modern Renaissance. So these two palettes have been my go-tos. And I'll list in the description box my videos where I use these two palettes. Speaking of eyeshadows, I recently did a like testing products from the drugstore video, or whatever I named it, I don't remember. But for my eyeshadow, I used this Shea Moisture Mineral Eyeshadow in Deysi, and I love this shadow. It went on so well. It was smooth, it was pigmented, there wasn't a ton of fallout, and it didn't like blend away when I would blend out my eyeshadow. You know, some shades, it looks great on, but when you hit it with a blending brush, it's like, whoa, where did that shadow go? No, I think this is a great quality eyeshadow. I pass by the Shea Moisture line at Target all the time, but this time I've been looking more closely at their products. I have this shadow on my eyes right now. It's in Montana, just all over the lid. It's a light shimmery pink. To be honest, I don't like the shimmery colors as much as I do the satins. Yeah, these are like satin eyeshadows. So if you're thinking about getting some eyeshadows from this line, go with the satin ones. The other satin shadow that I have is this Royal Blue, which I haven't used yet, but I figured I would just show you guys. It's in the shade Taylor. Look how pretty, it almost matches my background. So pretty, I want to do a tutorial using this. Another favorite that I have mentioned on my channel and also on Instagram, this is the Airspun Loose Face Powder. I love this stuff so much. Like, I've used it every single day since I got it. I don't like the smell. It is horrible. It's horrible, guys. It's like a strong grandma perfumey scent. It's atrocious. I don't like it, but somebody left me a comment saying that they came out with a no scent one, or without a scent, so I'm gonna have to buy that one because I just can't stand the scent. I can't. I am not the type of person that's gonna spend over $20-something for a loose face powder. I know a lot of people like that Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, but there's no way I'm spending a ton of money on that. So I've been searching for good drugstore loose powders, and this one so far, it has been my favorite. It works very well to set my under eyes, and it works really well to bake. So far, so good. I like it. I don't look too powdery. If you use too much, you will look powdery, but just go in with a light hand, and that's good enough. You don't have to go crazy with this powder. I highly recommend it. It's pretty affordable. You can't go wrong. The smell though, that's the only thing I don't like about it. Other than that, makes my under eyes flawless, makes my contour flawless. I love it. Going in with my first nay, this is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. don't like this foundation at all. I've used it several times and every single time I'm like, why did I put this on my face? Immediately this sinks into my lines right here. And I wouldn't even say that I have bad laugh lines. Like, I don't. And immediately it's like, no, I can't do it. I don't even think it made my face look nice and radiant and healthy. I think it just looked thick, and it didn't even look like beautiful and glowy. It was more like almost greasy on my skin. And guys, I have dry skin, so no. I do have another foundation, but I'll mention that a little bit later. Let's move on to the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. I used to use this a while back when I worked at Sephora. Didn't like it because it made my eyebrows feel crispy. I don't know, did she change the formula? Because now I don't feel like they feel as crispy as they used to. Maybe I don't use as much, but I don't know, I really like it now. It gives like a nice little shine to my eyebrows, and it keeps them in place all day. There are some eyebrow hairs that like to hang down a little bit. I do trim them often, but sometimes some hang down, and this just keeps them in place. I want my eyebrows to look as good as possible, and this helps them look flawless. So I love this little guy right here. Don't know if she changed the formula, but I like this now. So another product that I tried out in that testing new products from the drugstore video, I decided to buy the Wet n Wild Color Icon Rosé Champagne Blush. It was one that I never had, and I figured why not give it a shot. I like Wet n Wild. I like Wet n Wild blushes. Let's go for it. And I love this blush so freaking much. I have it on today, and it's a beautiful, I actually had a swatch of it on my hand. Let me just reapply really quickly. It's a beautiful, like, just everyday pinky nude blush. Like, if you don't want to go overboard, if you don't want to have like a lot of color on your face, this is a good blush to use. It does have a little bit of shimmer, but it's not overpowering. You can barely see it on the face, really. But it's just gorgeous. It's like an everyday good blush. I bought these rice paper oil absorbing blotting tissues with rice powder from Palladio the other day, and I keep them in my purse. Now I can't grab it. I keep them in my purse because sometimes I'll look a little bit oily. When you're in an office all day, even though I have really dry skin and I don't get greasy, sometimes sitting in an office can make your makeup kind of like, you know what I mean? So I bought these blotting sheets, and I really like them. They mattify my face, kind of just freshens up my face. I love it, and it gets all that oil off. It doesn't take my makeup off, which is really nice. And you can use this side if you want to mattify your face, or because this adds like a little extra like rice powder on your face, but you can use this side and it just absorbs the oil. It doesn't add any of that rice powder or anything like that. But when I do use the rice powder, I don't look powdery at all. It just looks nice and matte, and that, you know, I look refreshed. Let's move on to another Nay. Goodness gracious. Actually, I'm just gonna do these two together. This goes back to that trying new products video, which will be linked down below. I decided I'm gonna try this Covergirl Clean Sensitive Liquid Foundation. I always see this at Target, Walgreens, everywhere, but I never tried it. It's $5.99, which should have been like my like, whoa, should you really get this foundation? Nowadays at the drugstore, foundations are $10.99, $12.99, some are even $15.99. So for this to be $5.99, I was like, Gave it a shot. Guys, just go watch the first 5 minutes of that video. I put this on my face and there was no coverage. It honestly looked like I didn't put anything on my face. It didn't cover anything. It didn't even give a glow. Guys, you just have to go watch that video. It was horrific. It was horrible. Another product from that video that I was so disappointed in was this concealer, also by Covergirl. It is actually the matching concealer to this foundation. It's part of that clean line. Why didn't I realize that when I was picking this stuff out? I don't know. This looks like a good concealer, you know what I mean? This is the Clean Invisible Concealer, and I put this, I had no coverage on my face, guys, so I was like, you know what? This concealer is gonna do a great job. I'll just end up putting this all over my face and everything is gonna be fine. No. I put this underneath my eyes. Nothing. Just like the foundation, nothing. I still had my purpley pink under eyes. I was like, oh God, my face looks so bad. A concealer that I do love and that I use all the time, this is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. At first I was nervous about getting this because everybody was talking about it on YouTube, and I know I've said this before, but anytime just a product is so hyped up, I'm just like, no, I'm not gonna try it. But I decided to purchase it. I purchased it with my own money. have to say this is a lovely concealer, and you'll be able to see me applying this. Covers really well. It's not drying under my eyes, and that's my biggest thing. Like, a lot of concealers look dry underneath there. This doesn't look drying. It covers well. It's not the like highest coverage concealer. It's more on the medium side. You could build it up, but I don't like it being too cakey underneath there. But it's just beautiful. I would say if you have a little bit of a dark circle, I think you'll be fine. But if you have bad dark circles, maybe not. I bought these towelettes from Target. They're by the Up and Up brand, and they are the exfoliating wet cleansing towelettes. I got these because I ran out of my Burt's Bees ones, and I like those, but they're kind of expensive. Wanted to try something new, something a little cheaper. I got these. I love these wipes. They're so good. I actually used 2 of them to get rid of, I just did a lip swatching video of these new Wet n Wild lipsticks, so I used them to take it off, and I love it. This actually would be really good as a lip exfoliator if you don't want to go through the trouble of, you know, mixing your own sugar and oil and all of that. Just use these wipes. Done. Beautiful exfoliated lips. Highly recommend these. I wouldn't use them every day because exfoliating your face every day, you might get dry skin, but just maybe every 2 days or so, I think these will work well, and I love the way it makes my skin feel so good. So that completes all of my current faves and nays. I apologize if this video was super long, but just had to get these guys out there. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.